Hello, Internet. I'm kind of late in starting these, but let's face it, when you work a day job and also have, the holidays, you're not left with a whole bunch of energy to work on extra projects, and so it's why only now I've just started recording my year-end vlogs. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Romney, where the hell are you? Well, for the sake of convenience and time, I am recording this video from inside my car. I am just parked somewhere, so no, I'm not driving. If you can see my hands, I am not in motion. And fortunately, the snow on the windows obscures the parking lot that I am recording from, so I don't have to worry about anybody knowing where I am or giving potential stalkers any information. So, yeah. And if you couldn't tell by my jacket, my scarf made by my sister, and my domo hat that I like to wear, it is really, really cold. But we're not here to talk about the weather. We're here to basically reflect on the year and kind of discuss what the hell happened. If you're new to the channel or new to the Facebook page, or if you're watching this on my Instagram, this is a little tradition I like to do at the end of every year where I take a look at, the year and kind of process what's happened, as well as use these vlogs that I like to record as an opportunity to talk about things I don't normally get to discuss on my channel, given the primary focus is film reviews and film analysis. This is something I've been doing every year. I think this is the third year now that I've been doing these vlogs. The third or fourth year. I could be wrong. My math could be off. I started this at the end of college, and I decided, hey, let's keep it going. And so, here we are. So, 2018. It's been quite a year. Now, I am actually really bad at remembering particular news events and news stories, so instead I'm going to kind of focus on how the year just felt as a whole from my perspective. Now, I know what some of you may be wondering is, hey Romney, you said you were going to upload at least one video a month. What the hell happened? Well, there were two things that kind of occurred that led to me having to abandon a lot of the plans that I had for this channel. Firstly, I kind of had a bit of a mental health breakdown midway through the year. Now, I am seeing a therapist, I am working with a therapist, and it was the fact that I started seeing a therapist that led me to have to take a great deal of time to reflect on myself, reflect on my actions on and off camera, and really just take time to take care of myself. And so, that kind of had to take priority over the channel. Secondly, there were also a great deal of responsibilities, both responsibilities at my day job as well as responsibilities in my personal life that I had to take up. Without going into too much detail, one of them included basically having to be the main person getting groceries and running errands while my mom was recovering from surgery. It wasn't anything major. It's not like it was life-threatening, but it was enough that she had to be off of her foot for a good couple of months. And so the responsibilities of getting groceries, getting mail, running those kinds of errands kind of fell to me, given that I am the only other adult in my household with a driver's license and a car. But it's not all bad. It's not that it's been a bad year in the sense of, all this really awful stuff happened. I mean, yeah, I did have hardware issues and footage problems when making Monster Clash, but there have been some pretty good things that happened this year. I mean, one big accomplishment, I learned how to swim, which you think would be like, well, duh, that's like a simple skill, but it's something that you kind of take for granted, especially when you've spent your whole life in fear of water. I'll probably go into more detail about my decision to learn how to swim in a later video that I am also going to do as part of this series. As for other positives, well, the podcast got a lot of followers, especially since we started having our episodes going up on iTunes, and that's led to a great deal of growth on each of our individual channels, myself included, so much so that I think I'm the first panelist of the podcast to actually crack past 1,000 subscribers, and I have no idea why. Given how infrequently I'd been uploading this year, it surprised me that I suddenly got the notification of, hey, you've reached 1,000 subscribers. And I'm just like, huh. Now, a couple of things may have happened. One, we did make a lot of connections at Bonsai, so there were a number of people that came to the channel after the panel we did at Bonsai that I realize now I still need to edit and upload. Sorry, Adam, Alex, and Brinton, I will get on that as soon as I get home after recording this. But then there have also been other fortunate aspects of, life that have led to my channel getting a lot more views and a lot more subscribers that I wasn't aware of until much later. I mean, in large part, I can probably thank Xavier Woods for sending a bunch of viewers to my channel after his whole Dragon Zord entrance at WrestleMania. I don't know the full story, but my friend Adam, he's the wrestling fan. He kind of gave me the rundown of, he played the Dragon Dagger flute theme as part of an entrance at WrestleMania. That led to more people looking up the Dragon Dagger song, which led them to my March of the Dragon video, which is still my most viewed video, despite it being years old and long before I started having any semblance of understanding of music theory. And so yeah, the year so far in the state of the channel, I'd say things are pretty good. Could have done a few things better, could have maybe scaled back some of my more ambitious ideas without having to scale them back at the 11th hour, but so far, I'd have to say 2018 was a pretty good year for the channel. As for my goals for the channel going forward, I mean, there are some ideas I want to bring back that I know a lot of people who are subscribers of the channel, as well as people who follow the podcast, which is a majority of where a lot of these comments tend to come to, is that there are people who want me to bring back the Rhapsody series, and I do want to bring that back. I just have to get some of the logistics worked out. Martial March is coming back, and I'm hoping, my goal is to get to the 31 reviews, so that way it'll be like a competitor to Monster Madness, but just for martial arts films, because I like me martial arts. And as for any other plans going forward, I do have some ideas that I want to experiment with, because I want to kind of broaden my horizons with what I do on this channel. And that's kind of the reason why I stopped doing weekly movie reviews, because I was feeling things were getting stagnant, and let's face it, movie tickets are expensive, yo. So I'm not going to make any major promises saying, oh, I'm going to upload a video every month, I'm going to do a project every month. It's just a case of, I'm going to focus on a few major projects, one of them being Martial March, as well as next year's Monster Clash. And if I'm able to come up with some pretty cool stuff in between those gaps, well, then I'll definitely go about doing it. Because there are also some other creative endeavors that I want to get back to. Most notably, I want to finish the novel I started writing and ended up losing because my laptop decided to crap out on me, and me, being a dumbass, decided, oh, let's take this apart and find the hard drive, only to realize that it was a solid-state flash memory laptop. Moral of the story, Toshiba makes crappy laptops. That's why they don't make laptops anymore. And so in addition to finishing my novel, I do have other things I want to get back into, like music, as well as expanding into other things like visual effects. So as for where this channel might go, I can't really tell you. I know what I want to do. And so I'm focusing on the immediate goal of getting Monster Clash, getting Martial March ready to go in March. I'm probably going to use all of January to work on that because, let's face it, that month is really depressing, and, well, watching martial arts movies helps me get through the gray, groggy, slow month that is January, where nothing is coming out movie-wise, game-wise, and where everybody is broke and has to worry about taxes. So if working on Martial March is what helps me get through it, yay. Alright, so I think I've ranted long enough, but that's kind of the state of the channel, is that I've broken past 1,000 subscribers. I managed to put out some pretty good videos this year, although I could be a bit more frequent. And I'm hoping to not only upload more frequently in the coming year, but also to kind of push myself creatively, to basically put out videos that aren't just me, sitting in front of a camera ranting, but are actually offering something that viewers don't usually get elsewhere. I mean, I'm not going to go the full Casey Neistat, I'm going to get a GoPro, put it on a phone, and record myself doing extreme sports, because I don't have that kind of time or money. I mean, if I somehow end up training at an MMA gym and have to fight in an MMA match, that would be something I may record. Before you comment, no, I am not actually looking to abandon everything and becoming a professional fighter, but I am looking at some martial arts gyms that I'm wanting to start training at, and a lot of these gyms have a mixed martial arts focus, so who knows? If I'm given permission after training with these gyms, I may record some sparring matches, both for my own benefit, but also to generate some content, because I'm sure there's a huge martial arts community on YouTube, so there's probably something to be had with that. Alright, I am starting to lose focus on what this video is, so I'm going to go ahead and cut things here for this year-end vlog. And so, yeah, if you've watched this rant, and if you've been following me throughout the year, or even if you're a new subscriber, or if you're just watching this on Instagram wondering who the hell this guy is and why he's talking on his phone in his car in the middle of winter without the heater, well, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of your support, and I will see you tomorrow for another year-end vlog. See you next time.